strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome everybody, this is Bulldog here, and today I wanted to cover a team that I think's gotten a little bit overlooked here. I know we've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren who can pretty much solo the raid. We've got a bunch of good raid teams, so being able to solo just Phase 1 doesn't really get a lot of coverage, isn't something a lot of people talk about, but for a lot of newer players, a lot of players that don't have Galactic Legends, this is actually a significant change in the Heroic Sith raid. And what the change was, we've seen Gas do fairly well in Phase 1 before, but it always ended when he could not prevent the Annihilates. So we've got, for those of you who aren't familiar with Gas, I'm sure most of you are, pretty much all of you are, but Gas and the 501st clones cannot have their health damaged, and Nihilus only damages health. So these guys are pretty much immune to all of Nihilus's damage except Annihilate. So this run will go forever until we run out of those unbreakable wills and we can't prevent Nihilus from annihilating some of the clones, annihilating Gas, whoever it may be. But they recently changed it so that Nihilus will now he will now bring up his little minions on the side who give that unbreakable will even in Enrage. So now you have an endless supply basically of those unbreakable wills, and you can prevent Annihilate from completely destroying your team for pretty much as long as you don't get screwed by RNG basically. So this is going to allow Gas, even weaker Gas teams, to solo Phase 1 of the Sith raid. And basically the only strategy is make sure that you have these unbreakable wills up whenever Nihilus is going to annihilate. And that sounds very easy, and it's not extremely difficult, but it can be a little tricky at times. Once you get into Enrage, you also have to make sure that none of those Sith on the side are damaging Gas's protection, because they can damage protection. So if they topple Gas, as I like to call it, then that's going to allow Nihilus to damage the clones, and he'll get through them pretty quick. But again, just make sure that you've got that unbreakable will up when Nihilus is about to annihilate, and try to make sure that it's not Fives as the one that has it up. So there is this weird little bug here that when someone tries to, or when, like right there, so that annihilate right there, going down to 1 health actually triggers it kind of triggers 5 sacrifice, sort of. It's going to boost all the stats for all of the clones, or it can at least. I don't know exactly when it happens, but it can. And then that'll also bug out 5s so that 5s can be annihilated even if you try to use that unbreakable will. I honestly don't quite understand what exactly is going on there. I just know that there's a bug, and so if you'll see later on here in this run that 5s will get annihilated even when he tries to use that event ability, get that unbreakable will up, and 5 still leaves. But it's not a huge deal if you do lose one of the clones. I mean, you're still going to, as long as you've got Gas up and standing, it's going to prevent the rest of them from taking any of that health damage. So it still works. He's still able to get through this run. And this, by the way, this was being run by S. Levitron. Thanks once again for sending me this footage. It actually started with a discussion in the YouTube comments. Somebody on one of my previous raid videos, somebody said, "Well, why are those ads popping up on the side in Enrage for that team? That doesn't happen with any other team." And it does now happen with every team. I don't know if that was intentional by CG or if it was an accident, but one of the patches that was somewhat recent, it's been a little while, but not too long ago, that change happened. And we kind of explained that, yeah, that happens with every team now. You can even get solos with Gas. And I'd search on YouTube to show a link of somebody doing it, and I couldn't find any. There might be some out there. I didn't search too in depth, but I didn't see anything major showing that this could happen. And we got to talking on the Discord, and it turns out a lot of people didn't actually know about this. So I thought it was a good opportunity to make a video. And S. Levitron said that he ran this team all the time, so he volunteered to record his footage and showcase it to us. So he helped out with some of the Galactic Legends stuff as well. So I'll link his YouTube channel down below if anybody wants to take a look at that. But yep, he was the one who run this. But again, this is not something game breaking or this is not breaking news. It's actually been done for a little while, but apparently it hasn't really gotten the coverage that it deserves, because this is a pretty significant team for new players who are trying to get some damage in the Sith raid. This whole run takes about 20 minutes. He gets all the way through phase 1. It looks like it's going pretty slow here. Rex is going to ramp up his damage. That damage he does, the more turns the clones take, the more damage that ability right there does. So you can see it did a decent chunk of damage. It's going to get up to doing like 10 or 15% each time by the end. So it does go a lot faster. He gets about a third of the way through phase 2, and it takes a little under 20 minutes. I think it's an 18-minute run or something like that. So you guys don't have to listen to me talk for 20 minutes. The concept is again pretty simple. Once you get to Enrage, don't let the ads get through Gas's protection, which isn't too difficult. And then make sure you're timing your Unbreakable Will so that you're absorbing all of those Annihilates. The Annihilates are the only way Nihilus is going to get to you, so as long as you can prevent those, you're good to go. You can last, theoretically, for forever. So the more speed, the more DPS basically, the more DPS you have on the team, the faster the run will go. But you don't need insane mods. You don't need great offense mods or anything like that. You obviously don't need survivability, since Nihilus isn't going to do any damage to you anyways. So mods can speed up the run, but they aren't required. You don't need to hit a certain offense or anything like that. So I didn't even ask him to showcase the mods, because it honestly doesn't really matter. The only thing that determines is the speed. There you saw kind of the bugs with the bug with 5s there. But honestly, I don't understand how exactly that's working. I just know that it does sometimes, but not all the time, because I know I've run this myself on one of my accounts, and it didn't do anything, or that bug didn't pop up. So I don't know. I don't know the specifics there. But anyways, I'm just gonna let the music run and let this go. And if you have any questions, certainly feel free to ask them in the comments, come to my Discord, etc. All that, I'm always willing to help as much as I can. There's so many people asking things now that I can't always get to everybody, and I apologize, but I try to help out, try to reply to as many comments as I can, so don't be shy to reach out to me. I love interacting with the community. So thank you guys very much. I hope you hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend.
you